Hey, family. I am going to go ahead and get started. Let me know if you can hear me. If you can't hear me, just let me know, and I'll make some adjustments because I don't want to be on here long. I just wanted to jump on here and just say happy Sunday, first of all, because this is a topic that I have been wanting to talk to you all about for quite some time, but um, life has been happening, and how ironic because this topic today is about when life be lifing, and that's exactly what it has been doing. You probably see my dog walking around because it is cold outside and he can't go outside right now, so he's just lost in all of that. So if my light is too bright or whatever, this is the new setup for now, but just work with it because a lot of you all that follow me know that we're in the process of building our forever home, and so we are going through some changes. So these setups right now is just doing what they do. But anyway, I want to get on here and say, um, life is life, and sometimes it truly has a way of bringing us to our knees, and sometimes it is what it is. I know a lot of times we say that saying so very often, oh, it is what it is, but a lot of times it truly is what it is. It's nothing that we necessarily have done. It's nothing that we've caused to make something happen or not to happen. It's just life. And sometimes we throw these sayings out, favor ain't fair and things of that sort. And I don't really like that saying. And I'm going to tell you why. Because um, God reigns on the just and the unjust. So to say, things like favor ain't fair, well, none of us are deserving. So it makes it seem like because things are going well in someone else's life, then he's showing favoritism on their life, but not on yours because now you are in a particular season or going through a storm that has your life in a certain um, disruption as you may feel it is. And it may not be the case. It may not be the case because, as we know, every storm is not a disruption, as we may see it. It may not feel good, but it is also a way, maybe, God is, you know, gonna going to use that storm for our better or even someone else better. I mean, and that's what we really don't like. Because I was just speaking to my husband last week about something that was happening with our son. He's a student athlete, has been playing college football his whole career, and we've dealt with injuries and things of that sort. And it it's just like I was having a mother moment, and I was like, I just don't get it. God, what is happening? I don't know what is going on. I'm confused. I feel like he's not listening to me. I'm praying. I'm wanting uh to hear a word from him, and then I got into this place where I was angry, angry with God, and I was asking God, I do this. It's almost like I was almost having my bargaining chip with him, and not to say God wasn't listening, but it don't work like that. It's like, I hear you, child, but my will will still be done. And just because life is not happening the way that you feel like it should be going, and everything is not um, going peaches and cream, and the flowers aren't blooming, and everything is just not going perfect in your life, it does not mean that my will is not still being done. And I had to just still get in my mind that I will still worship him. I will still praise him. I will still do what I need to do and what I am supposed to be doing as his child. And so I wanted to jump on here, and we can have open dialogue. You can put some comments in the chat, and I will definitely try to um, watch them as I'm talking to you. But if this resonates with anyone, that life, it's hard. It's not easy, and I know a lot of times we're looking at reality TV, we're looking at social media, and we're just looking at people around us, or your next door neighbor, or your friends, and you're like, you know, how does it seem like everything is working out for them? But for me, it seems like nothing is going right. It seems like nothing is working in my favor. It seems like nothing is is going my way. Well, I'm here to tell you, sometimes it is what it is, but just keep pushing. Do not be discouraged because of the things that you may see around you, because you may see uh, other things happening for other people, because that comparison bug is what gets us. We start looking at the lives of others, and we start kind of becoming like, what am I doing? What am I not doing? And we stop focusing on what we need to be focusing on, and that is God. Um, and when life is lifing, I you know I don't care what nobody else nobody else says. Listen, listen. You need to be able to turn to something that is much bigger than you. And I know it's a lot of people that's out here now that may not have a relationship, with Christ. They might not, know Him. And you know what? Listen, I'm just telling you now. I don't know how to get through a day without Him. I don't know how to do it. But what I am gonna say, that if you are figuring out how you are getting through your days without Him, really and truly, it's not working. It's not working. So life is out here, life, and we are seeing that people out here barely being able to pay their bills, um, barely being able to put food on their table for their children. I mean, it's a lot of people out here making it look good. They're making it look easy, but it's not. It's not. It's like it's a small portion when we see on social media. We see on reality TV, and I'm just speaking because that's the society we live in now. We look at this and we say, okay, if I don't get this many likes, or this many people are not following me, then I must not be doing something right. And that is so not true. That is so not true. Keep doing what you are supposed to do. I'm gonna share a story with you. Me and my girlfriends, we were out a couple of weekends ago, and one of my girlfriends, we was going through social media, and it was this celebrity couple, and she made this comment. She was like, "Oh, I just don't know how she became this person. You know, how she could do this to her people. It wasn't what everybody's thinking. It wasn't this particular person, but it was another person." And she was like, "It's just, I don't like nothing about her lifestyle. I don't like nothing about this. I don't like nothing about that." And I was so surprised at it because right after that she liked the post. So I was like, "Oh, but you like the post?" She said, "Oh, but what she said was cute." Now listen. So we just out here liking people posts because what they said was cute, but we don't even like nothing they stand for, none they lifestyle, none of that. We just out here just liking people's stuff, and so that's giving people, to me, like a falsehood of like, oh well, you got all these likes. These people ain't really liking you. You might have said something cute. You might have said something catchy. You might have said something. So don't get so caught up in all of the followings because it is not about that. They, oh, and then, oh, you gonna make this much money. You gonna do this. We weren't all designed to be millionaires. That's not what the world is about. It's not all about getting the bag, getting this, getting it. We're not designed to be. That's not what God designed us for. Just to be the next millionaire, to have the next most fabulous handbag, those next fabulous shoes, and the biggest house and the car. We have become such a superficial people that our life has been so consumed with what we have and stuff. It has really is really really killing us on the inside because when we don't have it or we're not able to get it, we're not able to get more, we're not able to get this, we're not able to do this for our children, which we think that they should have this, they should have more, they should have this, then we feel like we don't have it, we're not enough, we're not complete, and that's so not it. We have to look when life is really life, and there's people that's out here that is really struggling. We're struggling with depression, anxiety, suicide, agitation. People is thinking about, I don't want to be here anymore. We're struggling with, people that's really like dealing with their inner demons of like, what is going on. We have to really understand the difference between when life is lifing, or if I am doing this to me versus this is what I'm dealing with life. Meaning, am I putting more on me than actually I need to be? Is it something I'm doing? Am I saying that I'm in this competition with other people that I'm watching, and we love to say, "Oh, I'm in competition with myself." Really? Are you saying that to sound good or to convince yourself, or are you really in competition with yourself? Because sometimes our life is life because the stuff that we are doing. We are putting ourselves in debt, trying to keep up with, okay, the Adams, the Joneses, the Jacksons, the uh uh Henrys, and everybody else. So we're putting ourselves in debt, trying to keep up with everybody, and we know we can't afford that lifestyle. We're putting ourselves in a mental space, trying to act like things aren't bothering us, where we know it is bothering us, and we need to be in somebody's mental with a mental health professional, and it's okay. And we're saying that we're okay, and we're not okay. We have moved away from the church because all we want to say is, "Oh, I got church hurt. I don't deal with the church. Or the people in church is fake." Baby, people is fake everywhere. Everywhere. They fake on your job. They fake at that mall. They fake on that shopping thing. They fake on the social media. You ain't stopped doing none of that. So stop it. Stop it. Stop acting like it's not you, because sometimes it's you, because I've had to check myself. I said, "Now, Dr. L, sometimes it's you doing too much. God ain't asked you to do all that. Your husband ain't even caring about all that. So why is you caring about what everybody else got to say? It don't matter. It don't matter. Keep doing what you supposed to be doing. That's that's all I'm required to do. All I can do is be me. Be me, be the best me that I can do. When I stop doing that, then I'm falling short. Then my life is going to become a little bit more stressful than it has to become. So another thing that I'm learning that when life be lifing is I have to continue to trust God. This one is not always easy, and I know that some people will sit back and say, "Oh yeah, that's easy to say." It is easy to say. It's not easy to do. It's easy to say, but it's not easy to do. Um, and he knows it's not easy to do, but it's something that we should do because we have to continue to trust him because we trust everything else. We trust that we're gonna go to work and we're gonna get a paycheck. Even with these being hit with government shutdowns, we people will still believe me. You know what? I'm gonna get my paycheck. I'm gonna get my paycheck. So we trust that. We trust that when we get in our car, it's gonna take us from point A to point B. We trust when we uh go to sleep, we gonna wake up and go on with them plans that we have planned for tomorrow. We trust that when we made them flight arrangements that we're going out of town next week. Hey, we're gonna be out there. We're gonna be turning up. We trust all of that, but we find it so difficult to trust the one who made it all possible. It's not easy. It's not easy because it's not tangible. It's not something like we could probably like just go in, like touch and see, like. But my cousin sung a song to say, "I've seen it with my own eyes," and when the praise team sung that part of the verse, it's like it touched because it was like, you know what? When you really think about it, we all can probably say we have seen some things with our own eyes that God has done for us, and we know that it could have only been God. Absolutely. Listen, if He bring you to it, He will take you through it. Nothing but God. And so I just wanted to share with you that when life be lifing, it's real. It's real. It's nothing that um any of us it's becoming like a little cute cliche or a cute saying that we say now because since COVID, I would say this the shutdown and everything else. I think everybody has probably experienced um, life a whole different way because nobody would have ever imagined the entire, and I'm gonna say the entire world being shut down to the point where you could not go anywhere. I mean, it was you weren't going to work unless you was considered an essential worker. You wasn't going to church. You wasn't going to. It was you was barely going to the grocery store, and then when you went in the grocery store, there was no groceries available for you. But it's like since we've been out of that COVID mode, it's almost like we've fallen back into those ways of before. We've forgotten that how the world was when it shut down, and we know. Listen, who else can shut everything down like that? Just shut it down. We forgot. We are a people that quickly forgets, as you can see, and we back out here just acting like it is what it is. It's whatever. No. So when life be life, and yes, Keisha, we have to stay the course and keep the faith. He's the same God that brought us through before, and He will do it again. And love that. I've been seeing it a lot on social media. Trust the process. The process is not easy. It is not short. It's not a short process. And we live in a fast-paced world. But you know what? We live in a fast-paced world, but we don't have to be fast-paced people. Sometimes we have to slow down. And I am one of those people. I'm one of those people that in this season of my life, that is one of the things that I have been praying about is God, I want to slow down. I feel that I feel like I be moving so fast at times. I talk fast. I'm like, I talk faster sometimes than I'm thinking. And I'm like, why are you moving so quickly? And it has just become just a part of me, because it's like I got to get this done. I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do, and it's constant. And then you're so tired. You're so exhausted, and then life is just happening, and then next thing you know, you just broke down, and it seems like you can't find your way out. And there is a way out. There is a way, because life will happen. Things will happen. And sometimes we have to remember some things we do have control over. Some things we bought on ourselves. Absolutely. And we have to hold ourselves accountable. And sometimes we need an accountability partner. I mean, we all do. We all do. And it might not be your husband. It might not be your wife. It might need to be a girlfriend. Whatever you need, get that person in your life that's gonna hold you accountable for what you know that you need to be held accountable for. And then sometimes you might need that friend to say, "Listen, I know it sucks right now. Period. It's nothing we can do about it. But and I can't make the pain go away. I can't make it uh go away any faster. But I can be right here with you through the pain. I can walk with you. I can sit with you. I can cry with you. Because sometimes that's all we need. Just somebody just to be right there with us. So if life is life and for you, the best thing you can do is just keep living. Just keep living. Keep living. Do your part. Keep trusting God. And it is all going to work out. I just wanted to jump on here live and just tell you all that I just love you. And put in the comments, what type of lives that you would like to hear and see, because I plan to do these more often, and kind of have some dialect. You can email me at drlakedrabrown.com and we can talk personally. Visit my website at DBL Connections Inc. For some more information, to get my monthly um, newsletter and all that great stuff. I love you all, and I will talk to you all later.